Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to my channel Agri Question and Answers. Here, my topic is about agroclimatic zones of India. What is agroclimatic zone? As per Food Agriculture Organization in 1983, agroclimatic zone is a land unit that represents the major climate and growing periods. Criteria of agroclimatic zone. According to the Planning Commission of India, that agriculture planning to be done on the basis of agroclimatic regions. It is mainly based on the criteria of homogeneity such as rainfall, temperature, soil, topography, cropping and farming systems, and water resources. By this, India has divided into 15 agroclimatic zones. What are the objectives? It mainly optimize agriculture production. It make use of available irrigation water. It increase the farm income and it generate more rural employment. These are the 15 agroclimatic zones of India. Firstly, Western Himalayan region. This region consists Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh hills. Here the climate is cool and humid. The soils are skeletal soils of cold region and podzolic soils of hilly brown soils. And here steep slopes are very common. These are very prone to erosion hazards, and slides and slips are quite common. Main crops are rice, maize, millets, wheat, barley, and other crops like ginger, saffron, and temperate flowers and vegetables. Here the productivity level is low, and this zone having highest area under forest, that is 45.3%. Land use planting is less than 30% for agriculture on terrace, 30 to 50% for horticulture and silvipastoral, more than 50% for forestry. Here the backing of storage and cold storage facilities for transport and marketing and processing should be done, and this region will be able to supply fruits and vegetables to rest of the country. Next, Eastern Himalayan region. This region consists Sikkim, Darjeeling Hills, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram, Assam, and some districts of West Bengal. Here rainfall and forest cover is very high. Here one third of area should be cultivated by a farming method, that is shifting cultivation. Here shifting cultivation means where the land is extensively used to cultivate crops for few years, then allowed to lie fallow for several years, then used again. This is called shifting cultivation. In Andhra Pradesh and Orissa states, this cultivation is also called as Podu cultivation. In northern eastern hilly regions, it is called as Zoom cultivation. High potential for agriculture including forest and horticulture. A complete package of supply of inputs coupled with the marketing and processing should be done in this region. Next, lower Gangetic plains. This region consists West Bengal and lower Gangetic plain region consist of 4 subregions. It accounts about 12% of the country's rice production. Main crops are sesame, jute, mustard, rabi maize, and potato. The per capita land availability is very low, that is 0.095 hectares. High density of population, that is 692 km per kilometer square. Marine fisheries program are well developed. Scope for forest production and livestock rearing is very high. Middle Gangetic Plains. This region consists 12 districts of eastern Uttar Pradesh and 27 districts of Bihar. Here the geographical area of is 16 million hectares, and high population, that is 85 millions, and the rainfall is high, and grass cropped area is irrigated, that is 30%, and cropping intensity is 142 percentage. uh, there there is a large area under salt affected lands, and rice is the principal crop, but its productivity is very low. Zinc deficiency in rice is widespread, and poultry diet and inland riverine fisheries also should receive priority. Next, Upper Gangetic Plains. This zone consists of 32 districts of Uttar Pradesh divided into 3 subzones of central, northwest and southwest UP. This zone has 144% of cropping intensity. Irrigation is largely through canals and tube wells, a good potential for groundwater. In all dairy lands, development of fruit trees is important. Here, dairy lands means growing of crops on the bank or basin of river after when flood level is receded. Milk production from the cows is very low. Genetic improvement through crossbreeding and increasing the area under fodder crops is very important. Next, Trans-Gangetic Plains. This zone consists of Punjab, Haryana, Union Territories of Delhi and Chandigarh, and Sri Ganganagar districts of Rajasthan. And 3 subzones also there. These are foothills of Shivalik and Himalayas, and plains and arid zone bordering the third desert. The major characteristics of this area are highest net zone area, highest irrigated area, highest cropping intensity, that is 170%, high groundwater utilization, rice wheat system is cultivated. There is need to evolve short duration genotypes and also diversifying the cropping. Next, Eastern Plateau and Hills. This region consists of 5 subregions of Venganga, Madhya Pradesh, Eastern Hills, and Orissa inlands, and Orissa and Northern and Madhya Pradesh Eastern Hills and Plateau, Chota Nagpur North and Eastern Hills and Plateau, Chota Nagpur South and West Bengal Hills and Plateau, and Chhattisgarh and southwestern Orissa Hills. And the soils are shallow and medium in depth, and slope is 1 to 10%. Rainfall is nearly 1300 mm. Integrated watershed development approach to conserve soil and rainwater should be strengthened. Tank irrigation is significant for subzone 2 and subzone 5, and irrigation by tube wells is significant for subzone 1. Major crops are rice, red gram, groundnut, soybean, mustard, vegetables are to be grown in the areas, in irrigated areas. Next, nearly 30% of forest land estimated as degraded. Next, Central Plateau and Hills. This zone consists of 46 districts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. Irrigation and intensity of cropping are low. Literacy percentage is also low, and poverty ratio is high. Per capita land availability is very high, that is 0.446 hectares. 75% of the area is rainfed, and watershed management program is to be implemented. And food crops should be replaced by oil seeds. Western Plateau and Hills. This zone contains major parts of Maharashtra and parts of Madhya Pradesh and one district of Rajasthan. This region forms a major part of peninsular India. Annual rainfall is 904 mm. Net zone area is 65% and irrigated area is 12.4%. Sorghum and cotton are major crops. This zone is also known as best quality of oranges, grapes and bananas. Fruit crops is cultivated in 1 lakh hectares. For this, fruits and vegetable crops, farmers adopted sprinkler and drip irrigation method. Next, Southern Plateau and Hills. This zone comprises of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, which are typically semi-arid zones. Rainfed farming is adopted in 85% and cropping intensity is 111%. Low value of cereals and minor millets predominant in this cropping system. Adoption of dryland technology and watershed in the watershed areas should aid agriculture in this area. Next, poultry has developed quickly in main areas of this zone. Crop diversification has to be intensified and crops that are require less moisture should be preferred. Next, East Coast Plains and Hills. It consists 6 subzones, that is Orissa Coastal, North Coastal Andhra and Ganjam. Next, South Coastal Andhra, North Coastal Tamil Nadu. Next, Tanjavur, South Coastal Tamil Nadu. Here, rice and groundnuts are the important crops. 70% of cultivated area does not have any irrigation facility. Watershed management program can be taken up to 6.45 million hectares. Tank accounts for nearly 20% of the irrigated area. Programs such as desilting tanks, strengthening of burns and structures, and improvement of the field canals needed to be taken up through the community approach. Drainage programs, particularly in the south coastal Andhra Pradesh and Kaveri Delta areas, are needed because water lagging is critical constraint affecting the crop yields. Alkaline and saline soils in this region are total up to 4.9 lakh hectares. Area under wasteland estimates to 25.33 lakh hectares. Wasteland development programs should be given priority. This zone with over 2000 kilometers of coastal line and many inland waterways is suitable for fisheries. Brackish water fisheries and aquaculture hold to great promise in this area. Roughly 40% of marine potential is taken advantage in Andhra Pradesh and 46% in Tamil Nadu coastal. Next, West Coast Plains and GHATS. This zone consists West Coast and covering parts of Tamil Nadu and Kerala and Karnataka, Maharashtra, Goa, with a variety of cropping pattern and rainfall and soil types. This is an important zone for plantation crops and spices and fisheries. Cropping intensity is 124%. Productivity of rice and millets is low and there is needed to diversification to horticulture crops such as mango, banana and coconut. And the approach of homestead system of reclaiming and using car lands and Phokali lands needs to be planned and implemented. What is homestead system? A group forming a house. It is a group forming a house and surrounding land owned by a family, and and it is also one part of agroforestry system. This zone is important for multi-stored cropping. What is multi-stored cropping? Which means it's a process of cultivation of more than two crops at once on the same plot of the land with varying heights. Next, Gujarat Plains and Hills. It consists of 19 districts of Gujarat and classified into 7 subzones. This zone is arid with low rainfall and in most of the parts, and 22.5% area is irrigated, largely through wells and tube wells. It is important for oilseed zone. Cropping intensity is 114%. Drought prone area is 60%. The major thrust should be on rainwater harvesting and dry farming, canal and groundwater management. The long coastal line and river delta should be used to fully for developing marine fishing and brackish aquaculture. Next, Western Dry Region. It consists 9 districts of Rajasthan. Soils are hot, sandy desert, erratic rainfall and high evaporation, no perennial rivers and scanty vegetation. The groundwater is deep and often brackish. Famine and drought are very common. The land and man ratio is very high, that is 1.73 hectare per person. The annual rainfall is 395 mm. Forest area is only 1.2%. The land under pastures is also low, that is 4.3%. The cultural waste and fallow lands are 42%. The net irrigated area is 6.3% of the net sown area. Cropping intensity is 105%. Crops are pearl millet, cluster bean, and moth are lead to crops in Kharif and wheat and gram in Rabi. Here productivity is very low. Development of silvipastoral systems and energy plantation. The Indira Gandhi Nagar project and DDP are two main water sources of great potential in this zone. Forest area is 0.31 million hectares. Increasing tree cover to important to check diversification, provide fodder to livestock and meet the fuel needs of the population, provide timber implements. Next, island region. Island region consists Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep, and the rainfall is 3000 mm. It is largely a forest zone having large undulating areas leading to heavy loss of soils due to runoff. 50% of cropped area is under coconut. This is smallest zone with high literacy rate and low poverty levels. So thank you everyone. Please do like, share and subscribe my videos.